up, guys? This is my take on Far Cry 4 review. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a big fan of Far Cry. I've done Far Cry 3 fan trailers, and I've played plenty of gameplay, a little bit of gameplays of Far Cry on the channel. I have Far Cry Blood Dragon, I have everything Far Cry. Big freaking fan, obviously, because, as I said. So, anyway, I I got Far Cry 4 a while ago. I never really sat down and played it, and I've been doing that recently. And I gotta say, I do like the game. It is fun, but at first I was a little bored of it because playing Far Cry before this and just having the same feel, which would make it better. But in a way, I want to see a little bit of something different. Would have been nice of like a different change. Um, the protagonist in this game, he's okay, but Voss, as I said, was like one of my favorite protagonists like ever, in a game, and to see that not even incorporated, like I think it would have been cool to see an Easter egg in this game or something of Voss. But they didn't do that. But the game's all right. I mean, the story starts off with this crazy guy and the crazy guy, and okay, with this group, you have to go return your father's ashes, and then you're ambushed with a group of people by this crazy like purple sworn suit dude. It's okay, and then you guys already know the story. I know the story, but the story beginning is alright. A lot of features they take from Far Cry 3, but I feel like if they took the features from Far Cry 3, they should have been the same as it was in Far Cry 3. Because if you play any of the Far Cry games, none of them are like similar. Unlike Far Cry 3 to Far Cry 4. Which I do love the reincorporation thing of the crossbow. I love this freaking recurve bow, whatever. I mean, the recurve bow is like one of my favorite weapons in the game. It is awesome, and I love that they keep putting that in. Keep doing that. Just keep doing that. And I get that, the whole story, but there is a build up with Far Cry 3 that they don't really have in this. There's no build up to the character that you play as. He just immediately starts killing people like it's nothing, and he doesn't even mention anything about killing the people that he's killing. He's just sort of like, whatever, shoot people, that's it. And it's just like, in Far Cry 3, it had this thing of where Jason was just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm killing people, this is freaking crazy. And he was like, he started as a wussy, and then he gets like stronger and better and becomes like this most powerful person, which is really cool. And there's a lot of elements of crafting that they ripped out, which was really a disappointment because I really enjoyed a lot of the crafting and uniqueness behind it. And there's a lot more unique and more options in Far Cry 3 that are not in Far Cry 4, which is a big disappointment. There's a lot of Far Cry 3 material here, but they don't use much of it. There's just little things here and there. Mechanics are the same, which is really cool. Kicking and breaking stuff is a new little feature. You break this, you can break that, you can do all that. You can basically climb on a bunch of different stuff. I do like the reincorporation of the radio towers. That's a little nice feature, but they call them bell towers. But I would prefer the original Far Cry 3 radio towers. As I said, those could have stayed the same. That would have been cool and awesome. And this, of course, is the same. It's the same as like Far Cry 3, the drug pirates, whatever. And you fight them, which is really, 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 really cool. But there's only one enemy, and he's not that threatening. It's not like a build up. The characters in this, they're lacking on building up an emotional bound or some kind of how they would actually react to things. It's not there. It's just you go 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 go. So and that kind of kills the experience for me a little bit because I like that's what made the story so good to me in Far Cry 3 was the build up of emotion between you and the characters you're playing. It's like Jason, killing people and freaking out about it. That's a normal human response, which helps build, likeness to the game and the story because you can understand if you were in this situation and how you would deal and what would be going through your head, right? But they don't do stuff like that in Far Cry 4. They just sort of move on. And also the capturing stuff now, that's really cool. And I do got to I gotta say one thing. The flying vehicle is great. It is the fastest thing to get around in the game, and I love using that thing. In Far Cry 3, I won't lie, it is harder to get around places. Um Now also I do have to mention one thing. Unlocking stuff in this game is absolutely ridiculous. You have to do certain campaigns to get certain weapons. I get it, I get that. But there's a lot of dumb missions on the side. There's not really much, In Far Cry, they do, don't get me wrong, they have hunting. They have the hunting, I know. But it's harder to find animals in this, which is, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it's a big jump from Far Cry 3 to Far Cry 4. And it doesn't help that none of the Far Cry games are connected and linked as one story, so they can jump around with it, but people that played Far Cry 3 are used to that kind of stuff, and to jump from that to something completely different in Far Cry 4 makes it harder on us because this is the fourth game, so we think, the mechanics are the same, but there's stuff that was in Far Cry 3 that was really big time missing in this. And it's yeah. And I gotta say, at the beginning, I bought my recurve bow, and they give you the side guns, so a scorpion and a recurve bow, which is really crappy combined together. So I did go craft some weapon thingies, but my problem was I want the recurve bow because it gives silence, and they did improve on that, the silence, which is really nice. But they made it a lot harder to find the things you at the enemies' camp places to obtain them, right? And I don't know if there's collectibles in this. I haven't found that out yet. But all in all, it's good. But compared to Far Cry 3, in my honest opinion, Far Cry 3 is better. It always will be. It's my favorite in the series. But Far Cry 4 is okay, and I really recommend playing it. It's awesome. It's fun. Being a big Far Cry fan, this is by far a very fun game that can kill a lot of hours and just be a mind-blowing fun game. I mean, I love running around just shooting freaking people with the arrows and, the crossbow and freaking just... I love the new guns in them. I love the new guns. I really do. Just shoot the crap out of stuff, man. And I love just invading camps on this game. It's really fun. I can do the bell towers for hours. I can do the freaking running to enemy camps for hours. Just like Far Cry 3, it is even more funner than Far Cry 3 sometimes. Depending on what you're doing, the activity. Doing side missions, that's going to kill a lot of fun. That's not going to be, I'm saying that's not going to be as fun as going and just doing off your own thing. When you do your own thing in this game is absolutely incredible for that. Doing your own kind of stuff, which is really nice. Oh, and I also do love the moving of bodies. Yeah, I love how it adds silence. I love how they incorporated being a ninja silence mode in this game. I love that. And I really want more of that in Far Cry 5 if they make one. I want more. And I love how they have the rock and a lot of stuff. So, it's a pretty cool game. And all in all, I give it a good review here. It's a good review, not a bad one. And yeah, Far Cry 4 is awesome. And that's what I think. Peace out, guys. Bye. And that's all I have to say. Peace.
I need some sleep. You can't go on like this. I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. Everyone says I'm getting down too low. Everyone says you just gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go.
I often sit and wish that I could just change my past. To think about you, Dad, there's something I could ask. Like, why am I still haunted by...
Disclaimer, I do not own any of the music or pictures in this video. All rights go to the makers.